Majority of people are doing this Group 4.
Good evening, race fans. Good evening, world. It's Marky B here, aka the Scruffy Toff, welcoming you along to Generation X Racing once again. And tonight, sorry, I have my bloody laptop on mute so you can't even get any feedback. Tonight, it is the season finale. Yes, it's season 12, round 12 of our Group 4 90-mile challenge, coming to you live and direct from the Barcelona Grand Prix circuit. We have, which is absolute rubbish, by the way, we have 32 laps this evening, which is going to take us out to 92.48 miles. The minimum tyre stint is 5 laps. The pit window opens at the end of lap 5 and closes at the end of lap 27. All the racing compounds are available, and the required tyres are racing softs, mediums and hards. We're starting in the afternoon. It's S16, which is hazy with a few clouds, apparently, whatever difference that makes. And the time dilation is times 30, so it will be a day-nighter. And racing for you this evening. Well, exciting, I should just say, actually. It is the season finale. We have Darlow Boy and Nicky Rint tied on 599 points atop the table. They're miles ahead of everybody else. They've been the standout drivers from this season. And so they're tied. Winner takes all tonight. So best of luck, both of you. So racing for you tonight. Darlow Boy in the Honda NSX. We have Nicky Rint in the Porsche Cayman, which he was sliding all over the shop earlier, so hoping he gets to grips with that. We have Teeper in the Lamborghini. He's not working tonight. He's amongst us. Fantastic. Welcome, Teeper. Slowish Engine, who's just binned it by the look of it, in the Jaguar F-Type. We have Devlin in the NSX. We have Ginger Ninja in the Lamborghini. We have Begoli, who's currently in third, and will, I think, remain that way because Scarlett is unfortunately ill. So hope you're joining us on the stream, Scarlett. And yes, hope you get better soon, mate, and bad luck about that. Nick in Honda, Begoli's fellow countryman in the Toyota Supra. We have Ian in the absolutely wonderful Renault Megane Trophy 11. And Kobayashi Maru in the other Jaguar F-Type. 10 racing for you tonight. Lovely stuff. And as an added bonus for all our avid viewers out there, yes, he's back. It's Splatter. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Marky B and the Funky Bunch. How are we?
All good, mate. All good. Really looking forward to tonight's race. This is going to be... it has the makings of a cracker, frankly.
Well, yes. I mean, if they're joint at the top, it could be a bit of a nail-biter. And looking at the quality so far, it's line astern for Darlow Boy and Nicky, so yeah.
Darlow Boy is absolutely flying. A 152.9. A 152.9. That is absolutely extraordinary.
And on a purple now as well, so he's going even faster. Is he getting his Weetabix this morning or what?
Well, I don't know. He's certainly got a can of whoop ass from somewhere, hasn't he? That's quite extraordinary stuff. So Nicky and Teapot are in the pits. Let's check out Slowest Engine in flying the flag for Britain, or it's not really Britain, it's India, I think, these days, isn't it, in Jaguar?
Oh, it's Tata, yeah. Did you see all that hullabaloo over their new branding thing?
Yes, I did, but I totally get it. I'm like, what the absolute hell were they thinking?
Yeah.
It was like the United Colours of Benetton, but with a very much LGBTQ slant on it, wasn't it? It was taking it to the nth level. It was just ridiculous.
But it's like, how woke can you be? Well, how not in touch with their customer base are they? Because their customer base is not that group of the demographic. Without being too unfair, the demographic that appeals for the Jaguars is essentially sort of our demographic with a bit more cash in the bank.
50 plus and retired CEOs and stuff like that. Yeah, absolutely right. I couldn't believe it, to be fair. I absolutely couldn't believe it. When first time I saw it, I thought it was a joke. I really did think it was a joke. But anyway, I did
I mean,
much
the irony is
and,
it's literally a car crash advertising campaign.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Anyway, so Darley Boy is currently sitting atop the pile on a 1:52.9, which is 1.4 seconds ahead of Nicky, which is staggering. Absolutely staggering. We haven't seen a gap like that. Well, crikey, in living memory. That is unbelievable. So Nicky's on his outlap. Let's see how T-Bert is getting on. He's also on an outlap.
Well, I have to say, in honour of our previous comrade, Mr. Greg, there's a bigger gap there than my grandma's teeth.
Yes, okay.
I think was his phrase.
Indeed. Yeah, unfortunately, Greg looks like he's had a bit of rain. Poor thing.
I know.
I mean, God, it's about
probably out there
time,
doing some sort of weird rain dance. They didn't know what to do with it.
Yes, miss you, Greg. Hope you're well, my friend.
Miss you, Greg.
The slowish engine is really drifting the absolute bejesus out of that jack. Let's have a look at Devlin in the NSX. So we've got two GDSR boys running tonight. We've got Devlin and Ian, both resplendent in their GDSR liveries, which are rather lovely, I have to say.
They are, aren't they?
Really nice, yeah.
Very nice.
So we had race 1 against them. Can't remember where it was now. Oh, Spa 24 Hour. Yeah. They did bring out some big guns, to be fair. They had a few A+s.
Oh, really? A few ringers?
Yeah, I mean, I was absolutely gutted. I came sort of down the bottom of the field, but it was a random weather job, and it started raining, and I went straight off the track at the bus stop, and I thought, right, I've got to stop for Winters. Stopped, and then the rain stopped about 2 minutes later. So if I'd actually, I'd have saved myself about a minute, I think, with that stupid long pit stop at Spa. But we got another one coming up in a week or so's time, I believe. So a race series of 4, and very good it was too. So yes, the GDSR boys are very welcome, of course. See how Ginger Ninja's getting on in his beloved Lamborghini. Not quite as beloved as his Group 3.
Desperate to get rid of that.
I think the Group 4 Lamborghini is actually quite good, but he utterly despises the Group 3 Lamborghini.
Oh, well, again, that's going to be the difference between being 4-wheel drive and 2-wheel drive, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, not having much fun. Okay, let's have a look at our third place on the podium at the moment. Brigoli, who's all the way down in 8th at the moment.
Oh, Justin's done a cracking lap. He's up in. Oh, Ace has been beaten by Nicky, but was in 3rd. Yeah, just dropped the 4th. But still, look at that. 2 seconds. 2 seconds.
I think we're
between 1st and 5th, just because of Darlow Boy.
Let's have a Darlow Boy masterclass. See how he's doing it this quickly.
Are you going to do a Martin Brundle onboard lap commentary?
Well, no, because that would involve me knowing what I'm talking about. So, oh, he's turning left and he's putting the accelerator down.
He's gone around a slightly twisty bit, and then there's a slightly more twisty bit.
Exactly right. So, good evening, Ian.
Oh, Ginger Ninja popping up there has just.
Holy cow! Where did that come from?
He was obviously listening. He was like, right, I'm going to show them.
Point. Good God, look at that. Now all of a sudden, it's pretty close. 0.28
lap
between.
There.
Absolutely. So that was just me, obviously, winding him up about the Lamborghini, and all of a sudden he throws in a lap like that. I think, oh, and Darlow Boy's just gone faster again.
That was like the reverse commentator's curse. Actually worked in his favour for once.
Absolutely. The podium got 152.5 from Darlow Boy. Good grief.
God,
he is throwing down. I don't think Nicky isn't feeling too well this evening either. So, yeah, we will see what happens. Nicky surprises us every bloody week, to be fair. So, don't write him off just yet.
Nicky does have a very nice illuminated rear number plate, though. I don't know why that's important, but I somehow really like that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I know. Sure. Health and safety proclivities are coming to the fore there.
I'm just a jackdaw. I like shiny things that, you know, blink and light up.
Oh, the shiny. Right. Yeah, he's got a stack load of penalties this lap, so we're just coming up to the end of quali. See if Nicky can throw down. Oh, he's 0.3 down on his fastest lap.
It's not looking good. I do like that Cayman, though. I feel like that's the kind of car that may not be the quickest in the one lap, but over the course of a race, I would think it'd come good.
Do you? You know what? I drove it, and so I've never really driven it before, and I drove it. It's one of these stupid Porsche Cup races or whatever, in the weekly challenges. And on the hards, it was bloody awful. It was just every time you come into a corner, it was like a four-wheel slide. It was just, you know, it was just terrible. But I thought Nicky likes to slide, doesn't he? So
Darla Boy's gone quicker still. He's back up to a second.
152.2. Crap, is he going to get into the 151s? This is ridiculous. This is proper quick now.
I mean, the way to pull it out of the bag on the last lap of quali as well.
152.2. Jesus H. Christ, Darley boy. Yes, he has consumed his can of whoop ass today for sure. Ginger Ninja is done. Team's in the pits. Nicky is not done, but he's not going to improve. 153.9 is pretty quick, and he's 1.7 seconds off the lead. That is absolutely extraordinary. Ian in 5th. Wonderful stuff, my friend, at 154.7.
In your beloved McGann trophy.
Oh, God, I love that car.
2.5 seconds between 1 and 5th.
Well,
there's only going to be 2 races on tonight, isn't there? There's going to be the top 3, 4, and then the rest by the looks of it. Potentially.
Quite so.
For the benefit of the viewers and the fact that I know nothing, what's the strategy for tonight in terms of tyres?
All racing compounds are required. Minimum stint of 5 laps. Which, I mean, this is a high tyre degradation track, but
yes,
I saw Ginger Ninja manage to get 7 out of his softs during practice, so if he can get it out of the softs, I'm assuming everyone's going to be okay to get 5 laps out of their softs. He was drifting as well. Him and Tipa seem to be having a Lamborghini drift competition during practice, which I don't know how advisable that is in 4-wheel drive cars, or how difficult it is, should I say.
I'd say it's quite tricky actually to drift in a 4-wheel.
I guess that's what the handbrake's for. Okay. Lovely stuff. So, Generation X Racing, Group 4, Season 12, 90-mile challenge, round... Oh dear, Darley boy. Round X, that's 10. Round 12. And on pole with an absolutely unbelievable 152.2, it's Darley boy in the Honda NSX. Who's a full second ahead of Ginger Ninja in second, but a great qualifying performance from Ginger Ninja in the Lamborghini Huracan at 153.2. In third, it's Tipa, who's not working this evening, which is a bonus for us all, and the Lamborghini Huracan as well. Good showing for the Lamborghinis tonight, 153.4. Nicky Rint, who's tied at the top with Darley Boy in the table at the moment, in the Porsche Cayman with a 153.9 in 4th. It's GDSR Ian in 5th, and the McGann Trophy 11 at 154.7. It's Slowest Engine in 6th in the Jaguar F-Type in a 154.8. As Battle of the Jaguars tonight, in 7th, Kobayashi Maru in the F-Type at 154.9. In 8th, it's Devlin in the Honda NSX at 155.4. In ninth, it's Bigoli in the McLaren 650S, a 156.0, and Nicky and Honda in 10th in the Toyota Supra, a 156.9. Well done all. So, yeah, Darlow boy absolutely bossed that. Hey, what does HTF mean, Splatter?
I would imagine that is how the fuck are you so quick?
Yes, okay, yes. You got nitrous.
Apologies to our sensitive-eared viewers for that fruity language.
You shouldn't be watching if you're worried about that sort of thing.
I see he's been putting in the practice this week. He's been Rocky 4 montaging it.
Gotta have a montage.
Oh yes, montage. Drago!
Oh, brilliant stuff. Okay.
See, this just goes to show that, you put the work in, you put the practice in, you do get the results. Having said that, when I put the practice in, I got bugger all, so...
Yes, quite. I get. He's obviously practicing smart, clearly. But that is absolutely cracking.
That is a ridiculous lap. How long before Andy gets to the A+ echelons? Must be getting close with laps like that.
I would have thought so, yes. Darlow boy's car needs to be checked for rule violations, says Steeper. We'll get Splatter down with his clipboard.
Yes, pit stop prick comes down for a quick check on the under tray. Oh, we've lost Nick in Honda somehow.
Oh, we've been getting that a lot, actually. Nick in Honda.
Dropouts?
Yeah.
Oh.
That is a crying shame. Oh God, I need to actually check what I'm writing sometimes. It was all in bloody capitals.
Stop shouting.
Yes, exactly. Sorry if I offended anyone there. Right, so we're rating for Catalonia is your home. No, it's not. But thanks for the invite. I do love Barcelona. I just can't stand the Grand Prix track. Anywho, so yes, so Bigoli looks like he's going to cement third place and a brilliant podium for Bigoli in this season's Gr-4 Championship. And as I say, it's all about Darlow boy and Nicky this evening. Excuse me. Tied at the top on 599 points each, which is a magnificent haul anyway. Just brilliant. Just absolutely brilliant.
Are we waiting to maybe see if Bigoli can get back in, do you think?
I don't... Well... No, it's not. No, it's not what? Great quality. Oh, you've been a bit hard on yourself there, Ginger Ninja. Right. 5 seconds until the final starts. Oh. Sorry, Ginger Ninja. No, of course, it's all about you. Okay, so we are at the start. Here come the lights. Darley Boy starting on the soft. Nicky's had an absolute flyer off the line, but I think that is the penchant for that Porsche. Right up. Oh, look at this! Our two leaders going side by side into turn
he's
one.
gone deep, but has he held it? He's held it nicely, but...
Oh no, Darley Boy's got to have the inside light. Oh no. Crikey, this is close already.
Both starting on the softs.
Both starting on the softs. Okay, interesting. So we have Nicky, who's jumped from third to first. Darley Boy, no, fourth to first, I think, because Teeper was third, wasn't he? Darley Boy is second, Ginger Ninja third, Teeper fourth. Ian's where he started. Lovely stuff from Ian. Well, crikey, I wasn't expecting that, Splat. Were you?
No, that was a absolutely blinding start by Nicky. And now this has really, well and truly, put the cat amongst the pigeons and given us the race I think we were looking for and hoping for.
Well, I think, the Darley Boy's got to be quite happy in the fact that he was an awful lot faster than anybody else. And he just needs to concentrate. He just needs to bide his time. Because Nicky undoubtedly will go through his softs quicker than Darley Boy will.
True.
So even if he sits in second until Nicky pits, then he'll have another sort of lap or so on softs, which, the overcut or whatever you want to call it. But interesting. Okay, so we have Nicky in first on the soft tyres. We have Darley Boy in second on the soft tyres. We have Ginger Ninja in third on the mediums. Teeper in fourth on the hards. Okay, and he's only 3.7 off the lead. Great stuff. Ian on the hards. Brilliant stuff from Ian. Although, oh no, what's he got his hazards on for?
I don't think that's he's not got it on pause. I think he's just maybe hit his hazards somehow.
Ah, okay. Well, anyway, so slowest
engine
is
right
just gone.
Start.
Okay, yeah, you got your hazards on there. Slowest engine just goes past up into fifth, but slowish engine is on the soft compound. Okay, Ian's on the hards, Devlin is on the softs, Kobayashi Maru is on the softs. It's a very minimalistic design livery tonight from our team principal. Lovely stuff as always.
I think he's had an unfortunate start because he's lost a few places there.
Yeah, not his penchant. That he generally goes the other way.
He's normally uber quick on the starts. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so Bigoli down in ninth, and yes, unfortunately we lost Nick in Honda.
So Bigoli going to get his hards out of the way first, and then try and make some inroads on the rest of the field.
Absolutely, flying finish.
Devlin is looking to make a move on Ian and does so. In fact, maybe that seemed very easy. Maybe Ian has got it on pause. But
he's got his windscreen wipers on as well.
Must be just draining the battery.
Well, I can only assume there's a heavy mosquito load in the Barcelona air this evening. He's having to clear massive bugs off his screen.
So back at the front, Darley Boy is keeping Nicky honest. Just over half a second behind.
It's almost like he's goading him a little bit, isn't it? It's just like, look mate, there's my 153.7, which is 1.5 seconds slower than my quali lap. So if you want to get out of the way, I can go a lot faster, mate. I think is what I'm reading into that.
Or it could well be, can they both, pull away from the rest of the field, and as long as Darley Boy stays in touch, then, as you predicted, at the moment, Nicky's going for his tyres.
Here comes Darley Boy!
Oh, nobody's going for a move. He's going to switch back for the inside. No, he's going to hang it around the outside.
It's the front left tyre which gets absolutely kicked. Oh, got to have him, surely.
There you go, beautifully done.
Kaboom! Mic drop. Because it's the front left tyre that goes first around this horrible track, and Darley Boy's, he's just taken the top of it, and Nicky's about a third down his already. So things running true to form at the moment.
But then looking Ginger in third, with the benefit of that four-wheel drive, not much in tyre wear already. He could be a dark horse with this.
Yes, indeed. But I just wonder how far Darlow Boy is going to pull away now he's been released. You know, he was sat there, he's done a 153.7. So I wonder if he's going to start push it into the 152s, build a sort of decent lead. But strategy is all to play for. We haven't seen him on any other compounds but soft, so we don't know what the NSX is like. So it will be interesting to see.
So 1.7 gap already. And it's just taken the fastest lap.
152.4 already. Christ, look
By
at that!
quite some
wow.
distance. Yep.
So he's 0.2 off of his quali time at the moment. So you don't generally expect to see quali times in the race, but
and that was with an overtake in there as well.
Yeah, exactly right. Exactly right. That's extraordinary stuff. And I don't know if Darlow Boy has won a championship before. This could be his first one.
Let's not jinx it just yet.
Well, no, quite.
Otherwise, we're very upset.
Well, I need to stop watching him actually because it was the whole. Was it Laguna Seca? Christ, he nearly lost that because I kept looking at
That's
him.
it, yeah.
He kept on bidding it coming through the kink. Don't think Kieran will be very happy with me. Good evening, Fast Ginger. You're not a fan of the chicane then? I tell you what, I think me and Splatter are on the same page, to be honest. We both cannot stand this track at all.
Yeah,
I don't.
It's one of the things we actually agree on.
Yeah, it's one of the very few. Yeah, exactly. But crikey, it's just a terrible track.
It's one of those tracks. I don't like the tracks where it feels like you can never really get too much of a head of steam up. You're always, as soon as you start to accelerate, you're already onto the next corner, and it's, it just ruins the flow, I find.
You're absolutely on the same page as me. It just never gets going, does it?
No.
It never gets going. And,
same as Autopolis.
Yes, they're very similar.
3.5 seconds, Darlow Boy. Holy crap. Oh, yeah. And Nicky's got a 1.5 second penalty to boot.
How did he get 1.5? Well, I guess that's a compound.
And his front left is rinsed. You called it.
Yeah, he's yeah. Well, we know he drives on automatic and on a controller, so his ability to save tyres is virtually non-existent. And fuel
Ginger's
as well.
Got a penalty as well.
Oh, good God,
this is just
on here.
They're sort of lining for Darlow Boy here.
I don't want to jinx it, as you say, but it's on a plate, Darlow Boy.
when you do the driver interviews later on, you're going to be like, so how'd you get on with that, Darlow Boy? And he'll turn around and say, I know Kung Fu. Because he's basically just been plugged into the Matrix for the last 2 hours.
Yes, indeed. He is the one.
He is the one.
Okay, so let's have a... All things are stabilising up front. Slowest engine doing a beautiful job in fourth. His front left is nearly gone, so this may be his last lap. Or yeah, the problem if you take it much lower than that, you can't go round right-hand turns. It just will not turn. So I wonder if he's going to think better of it. He's got his minimum 5 laps out. And hello to the 10 watching. Thank you so much for joining us this evening.
Ian's managed to turn off his hazards.
Oh, good. Oh, slowest engine made a real.
His windscreen wipers are still going.
Well, yeah, as I say, I think it's the high mosquito count in Barcelona this evening, or maybe some Neil Sedaka's splatting into the windscreen. Make a hell of a racket, those things, don't they?
Bigoli's keeping up at the back, though.
Okay, so slowest engine is in.
Oh, Ian's back on with the hazards.
Devlin's
What's going on?
Yeah, okay. Devlin's doing quite nicely on his tyres. Kobayashi Maru, crikey, he's going to be... God, this is going to be dicey at the end of the lap. He's got a sliver of white on his front left.
He's made a nice move on Devlin though. Oh, but he's picked up a penalty, unfortunately. Oh, no.
Yeah, these two are absolutely going at it, hammer and songs here. But yeah, half second.
NSX.
Yeah, it's
a lovely backside.
So this and I am going to mention it, Rob, and I know you're going to have a go at me, but the penalty line on this track is bloody stupid as well. Half a second you can get away with, second probably not. But it is absolutely. Why didn't they put it at the beginning of the start-finish straight? Why didn't they just do that on all tracks? It just seems ridiculous.
On this occasion, I'll give it to you because it basically blends into the fact that this track is garbage. So
yeah, okay, it just adds to its garbage.
It may as well have a ridiculously positioned penalty line. Fine.
Yeah, okay. So second is good. Wow, crikey, Tipa.
Oh, Nicky's oh no, Nicky's tyre has completely, I mean completely gone, and he's now dropped down to third as a result.
Yeah, that's you can't go round right-handers with. Look at that! Look at him! He's all over the shop.
Please pit, Nicky, please. Yeah. Thank you. Thank God for that.
God, well, let's hope he can get in without hitting the pit line. Okay, so Ginger Ninja up into second and doing marvellously on times.
Unfortunately, this is not looking too good for Nicky. He stayed out, but looks a bit one lap too long on that set of softs. Dilo Boy still has plenty of rubber left. Look at that.
Look at that. He's
that's
almost
ridiculous. It's like he's on a different compound.
Yeah, his tyres are almost as good as Ginger Ninja's, and he's on mediums. This is extraordinary stuff. And Devlin up into third now, with Tipa right up his slacker, although it picked up a penalty, but yeah, don't worry, mate.
Tipa's on the hards. Brilliant stuff.
There you have the benefit of the four-wheel drive system on the Lamborghini Huracan. He's got up the inside. Look at that.
Oh, nicely done, chaps.
I see our Finnish friend has got his Viking livery on tonight. Wonderful stuff. Look at that. Started on hards and is in third. Wow. It's got podium written all over it, surely.
Certainly in with a good shout.
Yep. So, Devlin in fourth. 11 watching. Good evening all. Thank you for joining us. The best car on track, the Renault Megane Trophy 11. Beautifully bedecked in a GTSR livery with Ian. Lovely stuff. He's still where he started and on the hards, so in fifth position. This bodes well for Ian. Lovely stuff. Nicky in Honda. Nicky Rint picked up another penalty now on his mediums. So he did what, five or six? Oh God, this might be a three-stopper for Nicky. Although I said that last time at Yamagiwa, and he oh my goodness me, yeah, that thing is a real handful.
Have they nerfed that, buffed it or something? No.
I don't honestly know. I mean, I wish they'd check with us when we're running our league races when they do these BOP updates, because
yes, it's very rude.
We're the important ones here. We're the customer. Why don't they say, Justin, when you're running your league races, we won't muck around with the BOP until it's finished. Anyway, slowish engine now in seventh and out on his mediums as well. Kobayashi Maru.
Jag was very squid. The girlie takes a bit of a dive down the inside, but moved backed out of it last minute.
Through. Yeah, good stuff.
That was a bit opportunistic.
So Devlin is in.
I'm sorry, but what is going on with Dilo Boy's tyres? There's barely any degradation in the last lap. He's still...
It's witchcraft.
Just under a half.
Burn him! He's a witch! Yeah, this is something...
The power of Christ compels you. His head starts spinning around, and we know there's definitely something slightly wrong. That's
Quite
unbelievable.
so. I mean, he looks like he's got a few laps to go. I mean, if he gets 10 out of these softs, that's virtually third race distance, which I didn't think we'd see that at all. Hang on, who's but Devlin's in. Devlin is in the NSX as well, and he's already pitted. So it's Darlow boy. It's not. He turned, he turned me into a newt. Exactly. I got better. Yeah, but so Devlin's in the NSX, and it's clearly the driver, not the car.
I can almost understand that Tiger degradation if he was taking it easy, a bit of short shifting, just being smooth in the corners, but he's absolutely pushing it.
But look, lap 3, 4, 5, 6 were all in the 152s. When the softs were at their pomp, obviously. But this is extraordinary stuff from Darley Boy. 12 seconds ahead of Ginger Ninja now. Let's have a look at Ginger.
Well, at the moment, you can afford to go into the pits, nip out, go and have a coffee, maybe a sort of, cheeky Menando's or something, get back in the car and still come out in the lead.
Well, this front two have definitely pulled away, so Teeper, although he's on the hards, doing a cracking job in third. But yeah, we'll have to see. Hello, Teeper. Yeah, we'll just have to see how his tyres pan out, because starting on the hards with, is it 60% fuel? I think they start on in Gr-4. So yeah, we'll have to see how his other compounds go, but he's looking good so far, that's for sure. Ian now. Sorry, mate.
He's looking to make a move on Kobayashi Maru. Justin's on the harder compound, so Bigali's going to
get on chase cam. Who's that ahead? They've got Devlin up ahead.
That's what I don't like about this track. You hit that green felt AstroTurf stuff, and it's like you're on sheet glass.
But I have to say, in the very brief bit of practice I did, the curbs around here are the slipperiest I've ever encountered. When you go around that sort of fast-ish right-hander, you touch the curbs and the bloody thing just goes. It's quite extraordinary. So yeah, you have to be very careful. Okay, so Darley Boy is in. Ginger Ninja is now in the lead of the race and doing mighty fine on his tyres, and still has a couple of laps of fuel left by the look of it. 19 seconds ahead of Teeper in the second Lamborghini this evening.
And Darley Boy's already out in fourth place.
Yep, great stuff.
He's going to get his hards out of the way, so he's going to do a quick 5 on the hards, finish on the mediums. And certainly, yes, I mean, 10 laps on the softs, 5 on the mediums. You've got 15 on them. Sorry, yeah, 10 on the softs, 5 on the hards. And that's going to be, what, 15, 16 on the mediums. That's easily doable with what he's doing at the moment.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he got 10 out of the softs, didn't he, which is extraordinary. Yeah. So I always think it's probably about 50% more laps on the mediums. So maybe out to 15 on the mediums, and then yeah, just over the minimum stint on the hards, and the rock's in the sock, as it were. He will, yeah.
And looking at Ginger Ninja, who started on the mediums, 11 laps down, and he's still got pretty much half on the front left. So yeah.
Yep.
That's looking.
He's going to run out of fuel before he runs out of tyres, that's for sure.
Very true.
Okay, so Teeper in second. He's picked up another penalty, but this is one of those tracks like the Red Bull Ring where you pick them up left, right, and centre.
Ian in third, but he's definitely got a problem with his electrics because everything's on and off.
Yeah, his windscreen wiper's still going. Okay, so Darley Boy now on his hards. Okay, right. Interesting.
We'll be going past Ian fairly soon at this rate. And Nicky is now 20 seconds behind Darley Boy on his medium, so he's going to have to try and make the most of this time to close the gap.
But there, I don't know if you noticed, I'm following Darley Boy in chase cam at the moment. There is very minimal squeal coming from his tyres, which is the obviously the that's when you're wearing rubber, when the tyres are squealing. And he's doing an absolutely wonderful job of minimising that.
Oh, Ian's going to have
Ian's coming back.
He's going to have a nibble at him. No, I think it's better. Oh,
just wallop. He's almost coasting round corners, isn't he? He's got his braking down to a T, so he's coasting round. There's no squeal from them. Wonderful stuff.
He's turning into the new Dan East.
Well, quite so.
Making it all look effortless. Effortless? Is that your word? I don't know.
Yes.
Just I haven't even been drinking either.
Oh, that's the problem there. Go crack something open. And
so Tifa's in the pits.
I wonder if he's going mediums as long as he can, and then you know, he's filled up. So
fully fueled, yeah.
No softs. Okay, interesting. So Ian is not giving up, desperately trying to stay on the coattails of Darley Boy. Unfortunately, it's a bit of a good luck with that.
I was literally just going to say, Jinx. Yes, good luck with that.
But doing a cracking job, Ian. Still hasn't stopped.
Ginger Ninja is going to be, I think, coming in on this lap.
He must be. He's got absolutely
30 seconds ahead.
left.
Do you know what? He's really, really done well on this stint. I don't know what the pit delta is in this one. It's 35 seconds? 40 seconds?
Yeah, don't know.
I don't think it's going to be too far off Darley Boy. Let's watch.
So Darley Boy just coming around to the right-hander, which leads you down to the chicane, which a lot of people don't like. I don't like it, actually.
It's very bumpy. It's like my complexion.
So, God. Yes, and this year's award for Mr. Self-Deprecation goes to Splatter.
Actually, well, to quote Blackadder, you know, my skin is as smooth as a baby's bottom, which is more than you can say for my bottom.
Indeed. So Darley Boy is now 2 ahead of Ian. Ian's up into second now. Okay, Ginger is just still filling up. So, okay.
I was completely wrong about the delta.
Yeah. Well, it's annoying that you can't. You know when you stop when you're playing the game and you stop at the pits, you can see exactly how long it's taking. But when you're spectating, you can't see it, which is kind of annoying.
16 seconds behind.
That would be really useful.
I thought it was a lot closer than that, but no.
So what, he was 20 seconds ahead?
Yeah,
was he
30 seconds ahead.
30 seconds ahead. And he's now, well, do a little bit of maths
15 seconds behind, so it's 45.
45, okay.
Yeah.
45 with a full fuel tank. Okay.
I think he's really struggling with that Porsche. Looks like it's understeering quite badly.
Well, to be honest, to some extent, it's nice to see it's not just me that was struggling with the Porsche. I thought it was bloody awful. Really didn't, because I always before, like I don't think I've driven it since GT Sport. I've always gone wide there. That's going to be another
wide,
penalty,
yeah.
surely.
Tina's going to be on his case for that one.
Yeah, there we go.
Yep. Team's added another half second.
Oh, and another one. God, he's gone wide there. Crikey. But he's going to get a penalty, I assume. Yeah, bam.
I mean, that's the sod with this one, isn't it? You get a penalty, serve the penalty, then get another one straight away.
Yeah.
Oh,
he is all over the shop. Oh, Nick, yeah, not loving life tonight, that's for sure.
No. Again, that medium front left is starting to hurt, I think.
What do you think? He's going to have to do like 17
He's going to have to.
Yeah, I mean,
he's only on lap 13. I mean, this is.
We need to have a whip round and buy him a wheel, I think.
Well, is it just down to the fact it's automatic transmission and the pad? Because it's such a massive difference with the degradation of what Nicky's going through and what Darlow Boy is, and it can't be just down to the car, and it just seems unbelievable.
Well, I don't know. You've got Nicky, who's on the controller that came with the PS5, and you've got Darlow Boy on 1,300 quid's worth of.
He's on the lovely Logitech Pro, isn't it? Oh,
yeah, it's one of your mob Splatter.
Sorry, I got a little bit fizzy there in my nether regions. That was
lovely image for us all to.
Oh, it is a lovely
savor.
I mean, this is the thing. I bought a Logitech Pro wheel hoping it might actually sort of account for my, stunning amount of mediocrity that I bring to the track, but no, it didn't do anything at all for me. Just gave my wrists a slightly harder workout.
And they probably get quite a hard workout.
Oh, I was waiting for that. Yeah. Touche.
But,
I mean, you're right. They both do. Some of us have to use both hands.
I was not going to say what I was going to say there, just in case
that's
my mum's listening. But yes.
Moving swiftly on.
Quite.
So
don't forget, everyone. Yeah, don't forget, everyone. If you are watching tonight and you haven't as yet liked and subscribed, please do give us a like. Cost you nothing, and subscribe. You can turn the notifications off if you get that annoyed. But we're 129 subscribers, so same as last week. But
Fast Ginger's saying we must alternate.
Alternate what? Explain yourself, Fast Ginger.
Is it a typo? Should that say procrastinate? I don't know.
Who knows? Right, so let's get back up to the top. So Darlow Boy now 21 seconds ahead for both wrists to hurt.
Loving life.
That's it. Nice one, Fast Ginger. Yeah, get you.
Yeah, there we go.
22 seconds ahead. Yes, indeed. So 22 seconds ahead of Ginger Ninja in his very much Italian bedecked Lamborghini, which has "Let's Go" on the back of it. I notice, which is the Mario thing, isn't it? Mario Brothers.
I feel like the only thing that could possibly stump Darlow Boy's race is if in the middle of this race, Polyphony decide to release a patch that introduces engine failure during a race. Because, I mean, when's he going to come in now for his... how many laps has he done in these hards? I think he must have one more lap on the hards, and then he'll be coming in for the mediums.
Because he did 10 on softs, right?
Did 10 on softs, yeah. So yeah, this lap, in theory...
To be honest, he doesn't exactly have to push it at the moment, does he? He doesn't have to push it to the raggedy edge. He doesn't have to take any risks at all. He's 23 seconds ahead now. Yes, quite fast, Ginger. He doesn't have to take any risks. He might as well do 2 or 3 more. He's pulling away anyway. Has his mediums to come. Yes, well, what a dominant drive this is currently from Darlow Boy. Absolutely stupendous stuff. And the Darlow Boy fan club aren't in this week to cheer him on either, which is disappointing. Callum and Kieran.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Deary me, there goes your Christmas present.
Where's the cheerleaders and the pom-poms?
Indeed, indeed. I was just wondering if we were going to hear from our friend Senescent Speedsters, who was smoking that turkey on Thanksgiving when we were...
Oh, yes. Speaking of, well, it's a bit of a tenuous link. Senna. Have you seen the new Netflix series?
No.
In interest in it?
Well, you know what? The film Senna, the documentary, the documentary, I absolutely loved.
It's blinding, isn't it?
God, I didn't like Alain Prost before I watched that film, and I liked him even less, the big-nosed French twat, afterwards. He was
I think that's his Tinder profile page, yeah.
He was absolutely awful.
Well, I mean, the Senna series, it's very much, as you'd expect, it's in favour of Senna, and there's a lot of doubling down on the whole, that French FIA director at the time who was favouring Prost.
Quite absolutely, it was ridiculous. I was so furious when I was watching that film, because obviously I'd watched a lot of the Grand Prix and stuff, but you don't see what goes out, don't see what happens, behind closed doors and stuff. And I was just, oh my God, how the hell did they let this happen? This is absolute bloody disgrace.
It's not a bad series. It's
Is it worth a watch? Is it getting the Splatter recommendation?
It gets 2 splats out of 5, I think, or 3 splats out of 5. It's not as good as the documentary, though.
Okay, well, two splats isn't doing it for me. So are you going to edge it to a 3 or?
All right, we'll go for a 3.
We'll
go for a 3.
Okay, but okay. I might give it I'll give it an episode. See what I think.
Well, first episode, I think, was it the first episode or second episode? Because he ran with Martin Brundle in the I think it was the Formula Fords when he first came to the UK.
Okay.
But there was talk about like Martin Brundle cheating, or the team was cheating with a different rig engine and all this sort of stuff, which I think was bullshit. Basically, I don't think it was true. It's just elaboration. It was the series very much kind of makes it appear that everything was against Senna and everyone was against Senna, and whilst I think that certainly was the case for a fair few things, I don't think it was the case for all of it.
But what I mean,
it made me.
Sorry, go on.
Sorry, go on. No, go
on. I think it's going to be spectacularly bad, Fast Ginger. To be fair, the Brad Pitt F1.
Oh, that Brad Pitt Apple film thing is it's licensed by the F1, isn't it? So it's going to be pretty.
But the thing for me from the Senna film was when I can't remember which race it was, where his gearbox went.
Oh, Monaco in.
Well, it was Monaco, wasn't it?
No, it was it was Indianapolis.
And he got out of the car and he was like, "Don't touch me! Don't touch!" Someone touched his shoulder. Like, "Don't touch me!" His traps were absolutely.
It was spasming, weren't they?
Yeah, wrenching the steering wheel round in high gears. I mean, God Almighty! What an absolute legend.
It was his first win in Brazil, and it was he had to do the last, I think, 10 laps in 6th gear.
Yeah, just extraordinary.
Which the
guys these days wouldn't have a bloody clue what to do, would they? They just wouldn't, because it's all electronic, and obviously you've got the flappy paddles and stuff, but you wouldn't have a bloody clue how to do it. Just an extraordinary thing.
I mean, I grew up watching those classics of, I would say, Mansell, Piquet, Prost, Senna years. And I just don't think it's ever been better than that. It was
totally agree.
Brilliant.
Totally agree. Because you didn't know who was going to win, did you? At all.
No.
And could have been anyone. And it's very much Because they did have manual gearboxes and stuff, didn't they?
Yeah.
I mean, how
and
do
you,
you
and
do
you
that?
look at was it Donington in '93 with that, the lap of the gods that Senna did, where
Yeah.
he overtook 5 people in that first lap in the wet. It was just unreal. His wet skills was just ridiculous. Anyway, sorry, we really should go back to the races.
Anyway, Teep's in third, with slowest engine for company.
Bigoli's made a nice move against Kobayashi Maru. He's finally managed to get past him on the mediums, with Justin on the hards.
Okay, we got a train there at 5th, 6th and 7th, and 8th not too far behind. So Justin now out on his hards. Bigoli is on his mediums. Slowest engine on his mediums. They're all in a very similar place tyre-wise. Although Devlin looks like he's not long for this world in terms of pitting. And Ian having a bit of a lonely race now, 3 seconds off the pack on his medium tyres, and doing very nicely on them he is too. Has still got his hazards flashing away. To be fair, I don't think I'd know how to switch my hazards off. It's not a button I use an awful lot, to be fair.
Are we talking about the game or in real life? Because if it's in real life, then there's some serious issues to be discussed.
That's fine. There's a flashing on my dashboard where I can just poke it. But yeah, in the game, wouldn't have a clue, to be fair. Because I'm borrowing my mate's wheel still at the moment. I know that it's learning the new button configuration. It's got the L2 and R2 buttons are the indicators, but where the hazards are, not a Scooby.
Did you ever try calibrating the brake pedal?
I haven't yet. You'll be amazed to hear. Oh no, he hasn't got his hazards on now. He's just got his right indicator on, which is very useful.
He's just testing the electrics. It's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, does appear to be that way.
Oh, Devlin's looking to make a move on Justin as well. But both of them are starting to suffer with the tyres. Justin seems to have been on out for a long time on these hards. They're really, really worn.
Good grief, they are, aren't they? I think Fast Ginger was making the Jag is no fun to drive. Drove it for 2 hours in an endurance race. Good grief.
I think you again called it. Darlow Boy has stayed out on his hards. He's not pushing it. He's given himself.
Well, he doesn't need to.
Fairly leisurely number of laps on the mediums. Yeah.
He absolutely doesn't need to. He's 20. How is he pulling away from? He's on the hard. What's Ginger Ninja on? Oh, Ginger Ninja's on hards as well. Because he's on the mediums, but he's pulling away. It's a fantastic performance from Darlow Boy.
Oh. Kobayashi Maru, lovely move on the inside of Bigoli there.
That's a third. Good grief.
So even though those hards are worn, he's making them work. That's cracking. Bigoli will have to stop for fuel. It looks like Devlin wants a piece of the action.
Yeah, beautiful stuff from Justin. Yeah, Devlin smells blood, for sure. It's like a feeding frenzy, isn't it, when someone starts... It's Bigoli's tyres absolutely shagged or something. Oh, it's not too bad. But he seems to be going backwards. Ian will be now the latest shark to join this particular feeding frenzy by the look of it.
I think Bigoli would know that because he's got to pit this lap, there's no point really fighting it too much.
True. Yeah. God, you said something sensible then, Rob. That's...
Really? Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Quick call the president.
Wind that in a bit. No, he says nothing sensible. So.
And indeed, in goes Bigoli.
In he goes. Okay. So Ginger Ninja is 28 behind Darlow Boy and is 30 ahead of Kobayashi Maru. So Ginger Ninja, is he fueled to the end, do you think? Is he on? I don't know if how many stops he's done. Kobayashi Maru will be stopping.
I mean, Ginger's got to come in for his softs yet, so I think the fuel's not really going to be an issue. Nicky now dead last in 9th.
Dear, what's happened to Nicky?
I think he must have come in again. I think you're right. I think he's 3 stopping it.
Right. Okay. It doesn't surprise me, given the rate at which he was going through his tyres.
I think
hopefully he stopped for the last time.
Yeah, he'll do another few more laps on these and then try and finish on the soft as best he can.
Okay. Yeah, he's really struggling with that car.
He's had
all over the shop.
Bit of a mare today, unfortunately.
He really has. Yeah. It's yeah, bad luck for him not feeling very well and all that. It's
yeah. But I mean, in that case, then, you know, kudos for still putting in a session and joining in.
Quite so, but no one can touch Darley Boy.
Not without his permission, obviously.
He's on the racetrack, Rob. On the racetrack.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
Yeah. So interesting stuff. I mean, Darley Boy is absolutely thrown down today. This has been a wonderful performance. Looks like he's going to be stopping for his mediums, and will. Yeah, probably coast to the finish, frankly. He's only got 10 to do, so he can push them as hard as he wants. Fabulous stuff. Okay.
What's been interesting with this as well is that obviously I've been dipping in and out of doing the comm sessions with your good self, Mark, and I think it was last season he had this tendency to be super quick on the 1 lap quali, and then invariably there'd be some issues within the race itself, you know, some spins, a few comings together, and it'd never quite sort of replicate the sort of overall pace in that 1 lap across the whole session. But today it's been absolutely exemplary. I mean, there's been no dramas at all, without wishing to jinx anything. But at this stage, you know, he doesn't have to push, so absolutely, please do. But frankly, I mean, he could be, you know, doing a rendition of the Bolero on the track and he'd still be in the lead, I'm sure.
Yeah.
You know.
And he's nearly 30 seconds ahead now. He's just stopped for his last time. Stopped for his mediums. His Ginger Ninja will.
He will take the lead.
Go past, but for how long?
I mean, Ginger's still got to stop for his softs, so.
So 3rd and 4th look like they're going at it. Devlin and Ian. Devlin has very little front left.
And here goes Ian.
Ian goes through.
With the Blackpool Illuminations car.
Yeah. Oh, he switched his indicator off. Oh no,
and
the hazard's back on. You're keeping us guessing, Ian. This is wonderful stuff. It's.
I'm just hoping that none of our viewers have got, like, you know, epilepsy or anything, because there might be some seizures going on.
Well, is it some sort of code?
Maybe. That's the point. Do you know Morse or anything? You know?
No. Maybe he is just he's desperately trying to send help.
Yes. Maybe it's someone trapped in the boot.
Ian's kidnapped me. Please send help. I'm mucking around with the battery terminals here, and no one's doing anything.
So,
great stuff from Ian, though. Super stuff.
Ninja.
13 back. 13 back. Devlin pits for the last time.
So, Ginger's times on the hards, 155.8, 155.5. Darla Boy's times on the hards before he pitted, 155.5, 155.4. I mean, yeah, there's nothing in it really in terms of those times, so it's not like Ginger's able to pull away.
We think Ginger's got to stop again, yeah?
I'm almost certain. I mean, I could be wrong. I probably am. I'm pretty sure He started on the mediums.
On the mediums, yeah. I think
he's on the hards, and
I
think he needs to do his softs. If we've got that wrong, I mean, Ginger's played an absolute blinder with this, and we've missed something somewhere.
Indeed.
Which wouldn't be a surprise.
Right, 2 secs, Rob. I'm just going to pop off for a sec.
No worries. So looking to the rear. And yeah, unfortunately had a race to the gets. But as Mark mentioned, not feeling the best, so great stuff, Nicky, for still coming on and giving it a shot when you're not feeling so good, my friend. Especially when the championship was on the line. But certainly nothing is looking like it's going to stop Darlow Boy's charge to the title. Now 12.5 seconds behind. Ian sitting pretty in third, 25 seconds off the top two, with a 10-second gap to Tiba behind, so looking quite consolidated for that final podium position. Things very much now settling down for these final 7 or 8 laps. Oh, but having said that, Devlin going for a move on Bigoli, hanging it around the outside and holding on. Who's going to make it for the next left? Devlin takes the inside. He's on the hard compound. It's fresher tyres. But Bigoli's got the softer rubber. And retakes the position. Devlin, no, not going to be giving up. He's going to go for another move, maybe, down the inside. No, he's going to take in tow.
Okay, so yeah, Devlin and Bigoli having a go at it.
Having a fantastic little ding-dong. We've got Devlin on fresh rubber, but harder compound, and Bigoli on slightly worn softs.
And Nicky's an absolute mile back.
Oh, and he's going to have the
Ginger Ninja
being lapped.
He's got Ginger Ninja up his chuff. Both have penalties.
And Nicky's just letting him go, yeah.
Let him go. What a legend.
Good stuff. Of all the ironies, he might have been praying for one of those bad weather sort of dropouts that he's had in the past. Oh dear.
Yeah, just bad timing for Nicky, I think.
Yeah.
But that car looks an absolute nightmare, I've got to say.
It does look, I mean, yeah.
It looks terrible.
It looks really twitchy, really understeery.
I mean, Nicky is a guy who can handle most cars, no matter, because he's driven
Definitely,
like the Viper, the Corvette in Group 3, and they're not easy cars to drive. Yeah, not easy cars to drive.
Absolutely.
And the bloody Porsche around Barcelona, you think would be okay, but it really looks bad.
So Darlow Boy now coming through to retake the lead.
Boom, there he goes.
And to say he's looking comfortable would be a massive understatement.
Quite so. So up to 5 likes. Thank you so much for everyone who's given us a like thus far. If you haven't, what's stopping you? It costs you nothing and makes me and Splatter very happy. And Kobayashi. Oh god, hiccups again. Kobayashi Maru. 21 seconds now is the lead from Darlow Boy with 6 to go after this one. And he's looking rather imperious, frankly. So
that is
just
the word.
Up on back markers again. Let's have there's some racing going on. Is that Bigoli and thingy again? Yeah, Devlin and Bigoli. Seems to be the race on track.
The question here will be, has Begoli got enough to get him to the end? I don't think he has. Those softs, that front left is going to go before he gets to the end at this rate,
sick.
I think.
Yeah, that's... Oh, God, okay.
So Devlin just needs to stand his coattails, and I think he should have an opportunity to go fairly easily past.
Yep, it's...
Darlow Boy will be soon in view of Nicky.
There he is, you can see him.
To lap his championship rival, which will sting.
Oh, God, that's a right kick in the nuts, that is, isn't it?
Just
when you think your night couldn't get any worse. The bloke you're racing for the championship is going to overtake you.
Going to lap you.
But to be honest, Darlow Boy has been the class act this evening. I know he must have... I don't know how much he practices, but Christ alive, he's got this down.
Maybe this is why the kids aren't on the chat, is because he hasn't seen them for the past week, because he's been...
Ginger Ninja had intermediates on.
Oh, good God, yeah, good spot. What the hell's happened there?
I can only assume that was an error.
Was that a moment of finger dyslexia and just pressing the wrong button?
How the hell did you get all the way over there? Because you have to swing it right to the... He was going for softs and missed and hit inters instead, so he's oh, God.
Oh, no.
Well,
I mean, is that going to screw up his... Is that going to screw up his podium?
I'm going to take the piss out of him for that. Was it a bit dewy out there, Simon? Did you see something did you see something we didn't?
Did you have the weather radar on?
Cool, yeah. Maybe that's what S16 is. It's hazy, few clouds, and very dewy on track.
Did you see a wafer thin bit of cloud in the distance there and was a bit concerned?
Oh, poor Simon. He's driven such a great bloody race as well. But he's still in third.
Oh, that's gonna really... there's gonna be... I mean, you might need a bleep machine for the interviews.
Well, you generally do with Simon anyway, but...
Yeah, exactly. There's gonna be some salty language for that one.
Yeah, let's see. Oh,
it doesn't look like it's going to affect...
bummer.
Yeah.
What was his
That's the sort of thing I would
219. He did a 219.
Goodness me.
Wow. Okay.
So,
yeah, so there was that
can't
23...
believe it. He's...
Tipa's like, how the hell did that happen?
Is it Christmas? Has it come early?
Clearly, yes, clearly. But a great showing from the Lamborghinis tonight, and I think
absolutely.
I think it's now kind of the meta Group 4 car. It seems to be with bop changes, because if you look at a lot of Group 4 races on when the guys are streaming and stuff, it seems to be more often than not that it's the Lamborghini they're going for.
I mean, a shout out to, I would say, Tipa, Slowest Engine and Ian for just quietly getting on with things today and putting in some cracking races.
Amen to that. Amen to that, yeah. Look at him.
Ian has just taken on Slowest Engine.
Ian, Slowest Engine and Kobayashi Maru all line astern, coming down the start finish straight.
Beautiful, and Justin's going for a move on the inside. Can he hold it past Slowest Engine? I think he can. Who's going to break first? Yep. Can he get 2 for 1? Oh, not quite.
No. That would have been a bit of a send, wouldn't it? But
that would have been awesome.
So Ian on his softs now. Kobayashi Maru is on mediums, worn mediums as well, and Slowest Engine on the hards. Okay, right, so I think we might stick with this battle for a bit. And Ian's got his hazards on again. Oh
yes, no, Ian's just pitted, isn't he? This is what we said.
He's on his softs. But that's the handling car, which is the McGann. Yeah. It's not the fastest in a straight line, but he's putting away. He's putting away. Wonderful stuff. And we have the Jags line astern.
Well, you think that must be... This should be the finishing order, really, based on the tyres. Does someone make a mistake?
Well, yeah, true.
So, Ginger's position looks pretty comfortable now for third, assuming he doesn't come in for some wets.
Yes. Maybe you got the wrong brief. You don't have to use every single tyre compound, whether it's wet or not.
Desperately trying to change the dirt tyres.
If he did a 250, did a 215 on Inters, Christ, what would he do on hards? It'd be about 3 minutes. But yeah.
Oh,
that was obviously an error. Ian's picked up a penalty. Oh no, where's slowest engine gone? He's dropped right back.
And Nicky with a 1 second penalty coming up to the penalty line, and Darla Boy goes through to lap him.
Okay, well, Nicky, we missed that.
I didn't. I watched it.
No, I know. So you blame Splatter.
I'll just blame me for everything. It's fine.
Brilliant, yeah, wonderful stuff. So Darley Boy is on his merry way. 36 seconds now.
I mean, Nicky had that absolutely blinding start, and
I think he knew that was his. You know what? I think he knew that was his chance. He had to try and get ahead and just keep Darley Boy behind him. That was the only way it was going to work tonight, because he's struggling with that car so much. I've never seen him struggle with a car. You know, especially when he's driven like the Viper and the Corvette and stuff in Group 3. I've never seen him struggle with a car like this. So, yeah, bad luck, Nicky. But second place, he's to be honest, Nicky's won just about everything this season. So, I think he's been doing some cracking stuff. He's always in the podium whatever championship he's racing in. Having a fantastic time. He's such a pivotal member of the league as well. He shows up for absolutely everything.
I'll tell you what as well, I mean, I may have been speaking a bit too soon about 4th, 5th and 6th, because Justin's really pushing on Ian now, despite being on very worn mediums. He has picked up a penalty, but Ian is not exactly scampering away at the moment.
Well, look at that. Kobayashi Maru was using all of the track there. He went so wide, absolutely going hammer.
And you look at his times as well, you know, last 2 laps 155.2, 155.4 on worn mediums compared to Ian with 154.6, 155.7.
He went right across the corner there. Is that another penalty? Is that 2?
2 seconds.
Ouch.
That's a spicy meatball.
Well, the problem is now that penalty is going to bring slowest engine back into the mix.
Good point.
Let's just follow slowest engine around.
Potentially for how long? Because, I mean, slowest engine should go straight past, but Justin will be on the softer compound still and will not want to take that line down. So that could be quite an interesting last couple of laps for this one.
Great. So 2 Jags going at it. Fantastic stuff.
John Prescott, 2 Jags.
2 Jags. But I think it's great. It just shows sort of, I guess, how even our drivers are when you've got the Jags are always together, the Lamborghinis are always together, you know, the McLarens usually are always together. It's a wonderful thing.
The Belgians are always together.
There he is. It's Justin's gone defensive. God, look, that's how crap that penalty line is. He a 2 second penalty there.
I can't believe that.
Slowest engine was only 2 seconds behind. I mean, how? That is absolutely ridiculous. Good grief. Okay, well, Justin breathes a rather huge sigh of relief there.
Vindication for your penalty line tirade there. I concur with that.
Am I wrong?
No. You are right, sir. You are.
Bloody Polyphony Digital. I'm quite happy to sign up to Polyphony Digital for a 6-figure salary to be your penalty line consultant. If whatever San is listening in Japan, he whoever's doing it at the moment is doing a terrible job.
We've just had a bit of momentary Groundhog Day as well. I think Darlow Boy must have had a little bit of an off because
he's just gone past Nicky again, right?
He's just gone back past Nicky. But no harm, no foul.
But what a class act Nicky is. Usually being the lapper, not the lappy. He's absolutely does exactly the right thing.
Yeah.
Off the racing line.
Nothing less. He's
no, you don't.
As you say, an exemplary driver for the league.
Quality item, that chap right there.
So, okay, Darlow Boy
on his final lap. Right, so we've got about 1 minute 55. Yeah. So Teeper still in second. 20. He's not going to lose that. 20 seconds ahead of Ginger Ninja in third. Looks like a solid podium for the Lamborghini team this evening. Ian now maybe 6 seconds ahead. So this is be a great finish for Ian. I don't know if it's his highest finish, but superb race from Ian this evening in the best car on track.
And clearly his tactics to confuse everybody with his hazards and indicator shenanigans has worked a treat.
His Jedi mind tricks with the hazard lights and indicators has absolutely, yes, absolutely worked. Brilliant stuff from Ian.
And the two Jags are still at it.
Oh God, they are, aren't they? Good grief.
I think Justin is now really starting to struggle with that front left.
Slowest engine's just picked up a half-second penalty.
Darlow Boy serving his final penalty.
Okay, lovely stuff. Let's see how our mate Bigodie's getting on. He's a bit of an up and down race for him this evening. And although Nicky's closing on the back of him now, is he going to try one last hurrah to stop himself from finishing last with 3 stops? Okay, here comes Darlow Boy down to the chicane for the last time, and they will be going mad in Darlington this evening. The streets will be packed. The local boy has won I think his first championship, although I'll have to confirm that with him. What a absolutely fantastic race and championship from Darlow Boy, indeed.
Stunning.
Wonderful stuff. What a drive. Fastest lap of 152.4, which is only 0.2 off his quali lap. Absolutely extraordinary stuff. And here comes Teeper. Just through the chicane. Beautiful stuff from our Finnish friend who lives in Sweden. And who, for a change, is not working this evening. Wonderful stuff, Teeper. Beautiful. Reverses it across the line. Lovely.
Nice correct finish.
Ginger Ninja, who's drifting it now.
The tyre whisperer himself.
Yeah, put the intermediates on.
You know you want to.
You know you want to.
Go on, do it.
Well done, Ginger Ninja. But yeah, bad luck there, mate. Ian for his 4th. Beautiful.
Brilliant.
Congratulations, Ian. That was a fantastic race. Well done.
And just for good measure, he had his reversing lights on there as well.
So that was just about everything going on there. Devlin just coming through into 7th.
And Bigodie
stuff, Devlin.
Fought the good fights.
He did indeed. Just coming down to the chicane now as well.
I think maybe his strategy didn't quite work out for him in the end, starting on the hards, but still, cracking effort.
I believe that cements his podium in terms of the championship. Wonderful stuff.
Well played,
a great addition to our league. Himself and Nick in Honda from the I think it's the Amici racing team, which we did a TBT against.
And he's choosing to reverse it.
Lovely stuff. Beautiful. There we have it. Absolutely superb. Right, so just to confirm the final standings for this evening. So Generation X, Group 4, Season 12, Round 12. In first, with one of the best drives I've ever seen him do, is Darlo Boy in the Honda NSX, with his best lap of 152.4. Look at that. In second, Tipa in the Lamborghini Huracan, best lap of 153.8. In third, it's Ginger Ninja with his additional stop for intermediate tyres, which is an interesting strategy. And the Lamborghini as well, a 152.5. Look at that, only 0.1 behind Darlo Boy. That is some lap. Absolutely brilliant, Simon. Well done. In fourth is GDSR Ian in the Renault Megane Trophy 11. Great finish, mate. Congratulations. Best lap of 154.6. In fifth, it's Kobayashi Maru in the Jaguar F-Type, best lap of 155.2. In sixth, Slowest Engine in the Jaguar F-Type, at 154.9. In seventh, GDSR Devlin in the Honda NSX at 155.3. In eighth is Begoli in the McLaren 650S, and I think cements his podium finish in the championship at 154.1. And Nicky, unfortunately, didn't have his best. Oh, now Callum shows up. He just missed his best drive ever, mate. In ninth is Nicky in the Porsche Cayman with a best lap of 153.9. Bad luck tonight, Nicky. Right. I'm going to jump over and say hello to whoever's about. Are you dropping off, Splat?
I will be dropping off. Thank you there, Mark. And pass on my congratulations to Darlo Boy for an absolutely...
An absolutely what?
Yeah, absolutely grade A. Grade A. Grade A.
Good stuff. All right, mate.
Thank you. I'll bid you adieu.
Thank you so much for your company, mate. Great fun as always.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Cheers, bud.
See you next time. Ta-da. Bye.
It's always good to have new people along, mate, and you've really come on, so... Yeah,
good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening.
Oh, it's fucking here. Come on, get it out of fucking way.
I don't know what you mean.
Hello, I'll get to you in a minute, Simon, because that was an interesting pit stop. You made it work. But to the winner of the spoils, Darlo Boy, I think that's probably the most dominant race I've ever seen you drive. That was absolutely superb.
Thank you very much.
I assume you're relatively pleased.
Absolutely. Like I still can't believe it, if I'm honest. To think this time last year I was like down in 8th, and then to be winning the championship, it's kind of like I was so nervous before the race and everything. But yeah, I'm really pleased.
And all you needed was to spend 1,300 quid on some steering wheel and pedals and put your marriage at risk by practicing so much.
Yeah, I've actually practiced quite a lot this week.
No shit.
Oh yeah. So yeah.
Fantastic. I mean, that was absolutely brilliant, mate.
Thank you very
much.
Very,
very pleased. Is that your first championship?
It is, yeah. The highest I've got was last season. I got 3rd.
Well, congratulations, mate. Very well deserved, and
thank you very much.
I went down to the wire and was absolutely brilliant. So congratulations.
Thank you very much.
I assume a large Kraken will be consumed before you pop off to bed.
No, I can't. I've got to drive to work, so
okay.
That's the first one. But I just want to give a big shout out to everyone that's racing, like the new guys. It's just been an absolutely amazing season. And I also want to give a big shout out to Kobayashi Maru, because without him this league wouldn't be available, and I wouldn't be where I am, and wouldn't be enjoying the racing the way I am.
Seconded.
And amen to that. Absolutely
yeah.
Wonderful stuff. Yeah, so Kobayashi Maru, I know you don't join chat very often, but and so say all of us, thank you so much for your efforts. It's much appreciated, and yeah, congratulations. Keep it up. So Tipa.
Yes, good evening.
No work tonight, and a second. You must be pretty happy with that.
Yeah, I'm very pleased with that. I didn't think any of my strategy, but it worked out well.
Yeah, absolutely. And your Lamborghini teammate, putting his intermediates on, really helped.
Yeah, I was a bit surprised by that.
I just wondered, I will speak to Simon about this in a second, but I wondered if it was getting a bit dewy on track. You know, there's a little bit of surface moisture, but I don't know. I'll speak to him about that in due course. But fantastic second, mate. Well done. And hope to see you next season.
Yeah, hopefully I get to join more races next season. This season has been awful in that matter.
Yeah. It has indeed, and it's the poorer for it, you not being about. So, yeah. We need to get you a new job, I think.
I'd rather get more money, so I don't have to work.
Yeah, fair enough. That lottery win is just around the corner, I'm sure.
I hope so.
Good man. Well, congratulations, bud. Congratulations.
Yes,
great season.
So welcome to the newcomers. Happy to have you around.
Indeed. Absolutely fantastic. Ginger Ninja.
Good evening, Mark.
Would you like to talk us through your pit strategy this evening?
Yep.
I'll take that resounding silence as a no. I'm assuming you went to put on softs, but went one too far right and bunged the inters on instead.
Exactly that, Mark.
Yeah, I thought as much.
Which is a shame. Will be getting a strongly worded email because they shouldn't even be fucking selectable, should they?
Well, that's a good
weather,
point.
So
good point, well made.
It's like I said to Darlow and Leicester lads before you joined. It's not like you drive into pits, is it, in a real race and go, "Hey lads, throw some softs on," and they go, mediums will do, mate.
That's true. But cracking race, mate.
I blame me pit crew, PD, and a fat thumb.
A fat thumb. Fair enough. But to be honest, I think your fastest lap was 0.1 exactly behind Darlow boys. So you've got to be happy with that.
Oh yeah. I was happy that I managed to get a decent lap in. And I knew I could get close. It was he just absolutely dominated. And I was really going to push on them softs.
Yeah.
And try and close gap as much as I could, but then as soon as I threw them on inters, and I was like, "Oh, you."
Yeah. I imagined.
So then it was a case of trying to chase Teeper down. Managed to throw a couple of solid laps in, and then just start to gain 1.5, 2 second, 2.5 second penalties, just basically pushing too hard.
It's a terrible course for that, isn't it? Terrible track for that. The old penalties. It's
limits are quite because 1 minute you can get one, and next minute you can't. Especially on that last chicane.
Yeah.
I've cut that a few times and not got a penalty, and then I cut it again and I get a second. And it's like, well, make your fucking mind up to you, know?
Yes, indeed. But look, congratulations, great drive tonight, mate, and bad luck on the faux pas in the pits. But another good season for you, mate. Well done.
Quite all right. I'm here to give you talking points, Mark.
Right, okay. Fine. Good. Right, slowish engine. Hello.
Yes, hi.
Hello, mate. Thank you so much for joining chat. That was, you were having a right old battle with Justin, weren't you? It's the Battle of the Jags.
A couple of laps there. That was good. It was fun.
Cool.
Penalty.
It's easily done, mate. It's easily done. So,
It's this track's.
It's awful. It's right up there with the Red Bull Ring, isn't it, in terms of track limits and stuff. So.
I've never really got to grips with this one. So.
Yeah, it's not my favourite at all. So, how have you found your first season with us? You've been a great addition. So,
thank you very much. No, it's been good. It's been really good fun. I was doing the same car season before. And
Yep.
Didn't really think I'd be much good in with the Gr-4s or Gr-3s or anything like that. But it's been fun. Enjoying it.
Good. And can we expect to see you next season?
Yes, all being well.
Excellent.
Brilliant.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I think a lot of you live by the grace of your good lady, so I don't have that problem. But
yeah, no, she's very tolerable.
it's tolerable. you want to put that? You want to put that on your next Valentine's Day card, darling. You're very tolerable.
Tolerance is what I meant.
Don't let her watch this stream or your Christmas is going to shit.
Excellent stuff. Well, look, congratulations on your racing this season. As I say, you've been a great addition to the league, and yeah, we hope to see you next season.
Congratulations to Dale.
Indeed.
Thank you very much.
Indeed. Well done all. And Nicky, good evening.
Hey, man.
Yeah, you look that car looked bloody awful tonight, I have to say.
Yeah.
I know you're under the weather and all that.
I knew after the Tokyo race that it's a pretty much decided thing, really.
Okay.
Then I got sick. Then I didn't really even want to drive today to do really, but I thought I'd give it a try. Maybe I somehow managed to finish ahead of Andy, but yeah. But I don't want to talk too much about the race because it was fucking horrible, really. I want to congratulate Andy. Well driven all season. There was not much between us two all year.
No, absolutely.
Could have gone either way. At the end, it kind of started to fall apart after the Interlagos race. But other than that, I think we both were pretty equal all season.
I totally agree, and it was a riveting watch, to be honest. Seeing sort of places swap and whatnot, it was absolutely fantastic. So, hope you're feeling better soon, mate. And you've had a pretty good season, all in all. To be fair, you've been right up there in all of the championships.
Can't complain. This squad in general has been pretty good. I'm a bit disappointed about the second half in Group 3, to be fair. I expected to come off of the Mustang, but it is what it is. All seasons have been great fun so far.
Indeed, and congratulations on your win in the ACC Hot Lap.
Yeah, thanks, man.
I did my bloody best to try and beat your Silverstone time, but I was just like, you get to a point and you think, God, I could sit here all day and I'm not going to get any closer. So, but congratulations on that.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Okay, good stuff.
Well done to everyone.
Absolutely, it's been an absolutely cracking season. It really has. Really good stuff, really fun to watch and really fun to call. So congratulations, drivers all. Congratulations, Justin, on another successful completion of the Group 4 90-mile challenge, moving into season 13 next year. Wonderful stuff, and thank you to all those who joined on chat throughout the season, and please do give us a like and subscribe. We're one away from 130 subscribers, so come on, someone out there, do it. You know you want to. Yeah, it does mean the world to us and our little league we have going on here. So, drivers, thank you all. We've got some special events coming up over the Christmas period. So if you go to the YouTube channel, you can scan a QR code there and sign up. There's lots of fun stuff going on. But yes, for those who are not racing on Thursday, can I wish you a very happy Christmas? And we'll see you in the new year.
Yep, Merry Christmas, dude.
Cheers, guys. Merry Christmas.
See you later, guys. See you guys. Take care.
See you
Bye-bye.
later.
See you later. Bye, mate. Bye-bye.